Hi everyone and welcome to the UC Service Line quick guide on Arkadin calling plans for CTS Enterprise. So as most of you know, we've been offering Arkadin calling plans to our ATC customers for several years now, but we're also able to offer PSTN, SIP telephony and conferencing to our enterprise Skype for Business customers. Incidentally, this is forming the basis of work we're doing around developing calling plans for the Teams customers later this year. And this offering is also compatible with on-premises call handling for customers who have their users in the Microsoft public cloud, but still want to use VoIP telephony and buy it from us. So a bit of background. Customers today have a range of options to choose from when it comes to telephony and conferencing. They may have a traditional PBX and conferencing solution already and have not invested yet in UC transformation that includes voice. The downside to this is that they may be paying over the odds for legacy PBX or for their conferencing minutes. They may be tied into contracts or having to sweat their assets. In an enterprise customer, it's also likely they'll have a range of different PBXs in different countries, different geographies, different offices, and they may be working with a lot of different suppliers, and they may not even know how much they're spending on telephony as a company. For customers who have made the leap or want to invest in a UC strategy and want to use Skype with enterprise voice, probably through an on-premises Skype deployment, they will have to choose a carrier that can deliver SIP and conferencing services to their data centers. Not only that, but they'll need the expertise to implement enterprise voice, and they'll most likely need to be deploying one or more SBCs, along with the associated licenses and operating costs of managing them. Now, this, of course, is a perfectly viable approach as long as the customer knows what they're doing and as long as the carrier that they've chosen can provide the SIP services in the countries they want and for a price that works for them. Customers also have the option of going with Skype Online and taking their calling plans and conferencing directly from Microsoft. Now, Microsoft offers a domestic and an international bundle, and their costs, though, can be quite high for some customers, and their country coverage is limited as of today, although that obviously is going to grow over time. Now, with Arkadin calling plans, we believe we provide a compelling alternative to all three of those scenarios. By delivering PSTN and conferencing over Arkadin's network and over Applicable's private cloud Skype deployments, we can deliver calling plans to customers who are hosted with us or who have elected to go with an on-premises call handling solution. And if you see last June's UC forum, you can learn all about what OPCH is. So customers now get a choice of domestic or international bundles, or they can go for per minute rates. And we bill the customer monthly on what they use. The other benefit is that customers don't have to procure SBCs to go next to Skype in our data centers either, because we already include a multi-tenant SBC solution into the service. So what is our value proposition here, and why would customers want to buy their calling plans from Arkadin? Well, firstly, flexibility. We offer customers the flexibility of how they want to pay for their telephony and conferencing, so that they can customize according to where their users are and the patterns of calling they make. If they mostly make domestic calls, then a domestic calling plan is going to suit them. And if they don't make a lot of PSTN calls, then perhaps a per minute may suit them, as they'll only pay really for what they use. Coverage. So our relationships with multiple carriers in many geographies means that we can offer calling plans where other carriers can't, and also in countries where Microsoft can't. Thirdly is price. We currently offer a broader range of countries in which we can provide DDIs. By negotiating costs with our carriers, we can offer Arkadin calling plans at competitive rates. Our bundles are already very competitive compared with Microsoft, and we have the ability to flex on price if we need to and reduce our margins to win a major deal. We also have a roadmap, Our voice tribe is building a range of voice offers and new features and bringing on new carriers so that we can continually develop and improve upon our offer and get even better prices for our customers. So what about the bundles then? Well, first of all, we offer an international bundle, ideal for customers that spend a lot of money on international calls. Our international bundle allows for unlimited calls to a range of common international destinations, all for a fixed price of €18 before discount. Most customers, however, probably won't be making a huge amount of international calls, and therefore we offer a domestic bundle in the 20 or so countries that we can currently support for provision of DDIs. Depending on the country, the customer might pay anything from as little as €5 or €6 a month for unlimited domestic calls. Finally, we also offer customers who don't want to buy bundles a per-minute calling plan. This does, however, come with a small monthly DDI rental charge, but overall for customers with users who don't make a lot of PSTN calls, this may be a preferable option. Naturally, they can choose to have users with a mixture of all three of these options. So what about pricing and quoting? Well, first of all, we now have a standard rate card that we can send to customers. The rate card is region specific and includes standard RRP on bundles and per minute charges, including conferencing. But that's our standard rate. We know that for enterprise customers, we may need to be flexible on price, and therefore we've also built a simple quoting tool for bundles that allows you to adjust the margins on a deal up or down. Also, through a non-standard bid process, you can work with the service line and the voice tribe to get better per minute prices if certain customers demand it. Let's have a quick look at the quoting tool. So on the first of all, on the sales order form on this quoting tool, you'll see that there is a specification of currency here. So you can put in euros or pounds, choose your currency. And then all you have to do is go to the calling plans sheet here, and you'll see that we basically have a list of all the different calling plans available, domestic ones and per minute calling plans, and international. So you just need to select the number of each type of calling plan you wish to quote for. So if you wanted, a user wanted 200 international bundles, and let's say 1,000 UK domestic bundles, then it automatically calculates the price. And here you can see what the margin is. So we've put in a standard margin here at 45%. It's like our recommended margin on bundles. But you have the ability here to change that margin, bring it down if you wish to get a better price for the customer if needed. And the worksheet also calculates the total margin for the deal at the bottom, so you can see what you're going to end up with as part of the overall deal. So here it gives us a number here for total gross margin at 37%. And then finally, it populates the sales form with whatever you've chosen, so you can see what the customer is going to be paying, and you can actually provide that as a quote. Okay, so that's it really on Arkadin calling plans. If you have any questions or comments, please contact myself, John Ferrier, in the UC service line. We'd love to hear your feedback and listen to any questions you might have about this presentation or anything in the UC space. That's it. Thank you very much.